through due to shenanigans in a solid first match.
Yeah, it's all right.
They're gonna be better. You can always tell like the first one they get the feel out for each other.
Yeah, it's different. They gotta get some shit going. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
But for a first match,
solid. Yeah.
Grado, he's gonna prove that he was screwed.
Oh boy,
he's gonna prove it tonight.
At least we didn't try to Billy Corgan.
I was screwed, Billy.
Yeah.
Billy. You're in the Pumpkins, Billy. You know the music industry screwed you just like DNA screwed me. Okay, calm down.
The man's going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame someday, and this is what he's doing.
There he is, standing in his little park and his hat in fucking London.
This is just... Dude, you're ruining your own legacy, man. You're like, fuck it, you're turning into Terry Bollea, man. You're doing everything in your power to ruin your own legacy.
It's always him going, what are you talking about? What is going on here? Why am I here?
Why am I here? What did I sign up for? Am I getting paid yet?
I was drunk when I signed the contract.
Yeah, I believe that.
I was screwed.
I was screwed. Why did you turn Scottish? Shut up.
We've been in the UK for too long.
Shut up, laddie. What the fuck?
I just want to go to a special. I have Billy Corgan. These are the Pumpkins. Fuck, man. Billy Corgan's lost his mind.
Lost his goddamn mind now.
Now I'm going to play a zero. Like, oh, gee, what the hell's going on?
What just happened? I'm sad now.
He's played all the songs in a bagpipe. What's going on?
Actually, I'd listen to that.
Like a Pumpkins...
I guarantee you, if there's anyone on the planet, and this has nothing to do with what we're normally talking about, but I guarantee you, if there's anyone on the planet that could make a bagpipe song out of his music, it would be Billy Corgan. I just know he could. There's just something about the way he puts his shit together. I'm like, you know what? He probably could make it work.
Despite all my rage, just a rat in a cage.
Halfway through saying that, you wanted to hear it, didn't you? You totally did. You know you did.
Just for morbid curiosity.
But you still wanted to hear it.
I'm like, why? The bagpipes are one thing, Billy, but do you really have to put on the accent, too? Aye!
Aye, laddie. You can't do the song without putting on the accent.
Oh.
All right, shit.
Fair enough.
Fair enough, all right.
The day Billy Corgan went crazy.
Dude, that was years ago.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And then EC3 fought Spud, and he beat him up, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, it was an unsanctioned match. Wasn't anything.
Bit of an unfulfilling episode, all in all.
Yeah.
Nothing terrible. Like,
no.
Oh, God, turn the channel.
Not unwatchable, but nothing... Like, again, storylines were supposedly furthered, but it didn't really feel like it. Yeah. Everything kind of stayed stagnant. Like, hopefully they're leading to the last shows in England and they're building to something, because if this was the last show, they had nothing.
I think the last show might be tonight.
Yeah.
Because I think they're doing tapings in Orlando.
Right.
And that's the real acid test.
Yeah.
That's the real, let's see.
Because,
the English shows, they were in England, I think they were in Scotland, they were in the UK, so those crowds are starving for this kind of...
Yeah.
Although they do have indies over there, they're starving for, like, real TV, because WB only goes there once a year.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's always the fucking... Let's bring out the double-decker bus in the fucking phone booth. We're in England. Chip, cheerio.
I mean, it's actually, sadly, it's the same in Canada, too. Like, if TNA came here, they'd make a shit ton of money, too. It would be the same thing, because we're starved for that as well, because we don't get that either. We're getting, fucking one... Toronto, specifically, we're getting one WWE show this year. Didn't get one last year.
To be fair, the show that we are getting officially, we'll talk about it, but has evolved into an actual 3-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah. But we still don't know what's going to happen. We still don't know half the matches.
That's for tonight. SmackDown tapings.
I hope you're right. I don't buy it for a second.
Also,
but
the match
they've...
Right. We'll talk about it.
All right,
so TNA, reaching for the middle, guys.
Yeah.
Lucha.
Yeah.
Lucha. Mill is mad.
A little bit.
He wants Puma, and he wants Pentagon Jr., and he wants them now, damn it.
I couldn't tell.
And Katrina's like, no.
Damn it.
And then he's like, fuck you, bitch, and then he lifts her up, and then she does her little warp out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that is unfair, that superpower.
Yeah, but you know what? It only seems to work when she wants it to. Because she has been hit before. You'd think that as soon as she sees it coming...
she's been hit, as we discussed last week,
yeah.
in the ring. You can't pull that shit off live. Well, you pull that shit off when you're filming.
That's true. So, you know what? She should never be in the ring then. So she should always be doing these pre-tapes so that she can disappear.
So she could never get hit, not once.
Yes, she can always...
And Mill was mad when she derped out. He was Godfrey! Like, it was I don't want that mad at me.
I mean, in all fairness, like, what is this, Harry Potter? Bitch, stick around.
What?
They disappeared in Harry Potter. She's a fucking witch. What the fuck? How are you not getting this?
There was a cloak. She's not a witch.
Okay, you need to look up on your Harry Potter, sir. They did disappear in Harry Potter.
Yes, with a cloak.
No, they can actually fucking go from one place to another.
Okay, well, whatever. Wingardium Leviosa. Whatever.
How do you not know this, and I do?
Because I don't give a shit about Harry Potter.
I don't either.
Either way.
Yeah.
Cobra Moon beat Sexy Star because Marty the Moth distracted.
I guess Sexy Star found her way back into the temple and was perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Until that came.
Until that guy showed up.
That was a little weird. That was just sort of like, okay. I mean, I understand that generally the pre-tapes are, you know.
Well, that's the thing about
they don't
the
react,
show.
But
they don't react to any of the pre-tape stuff because that is literally happening.
Afterward.
On its own.
Yeah.
And like it's being filmed. It's not being like it's not like TMZ cam on TNA. Like it's actually being like this is happening, but not like we're gonna go to the back. Sexy Star's being chased.
Yeah. I mean, it is a little jarring sometimes.
That's why they don't call back to any of it, because they're like, what's Marty the Moth doing here?
Yeah.
Because they don't know
They have
what
no
we
clue.
know.
Yeah. It is a little jarring, though, because we're like, you know, all we've been seeing of Sexy Star is these, like, fucking vignettes where she's completely terrified running through the back of the fucking temple. And then it's just like, oh, here she comes out for a match, and she's all happy and smiling, and I'm like...
well, you can't really tell because she's wearing a mask. Like, did she have a little nervous look on her face? Or?
No, not until Marty showed up.
Yeah.
She was pretty much happy and good to go and ready to kick the crap out of the snake lady. And then, nothing.
I don't know. Suspect acting.
It is a little strange, yeah.
Sexy Star. We get more Famous B. Mm-hmm. Remember, that's 423. Get fame if you want to be famous.
I love
it. Was more so like it was an expanded version of the cartoon of the commercial where he would like beat up. He too would beat up luchadors.
Mm-hmm. It was the infomercial version. It was great. I fucking love it.
And then they transitioned.
They did.
They literally transitioned into like a pullout, and it's on a TV.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio turns the TV off. Dragon Azteca's like, "Hey, I was watching that," and I'm like,
"Did they just do that? That's
kind of brilliant."
Yeah,
you've transitioned out of a thing into another thing.
It's fucking great. I was like, wow, that was way too clever for this. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
And then they go on and they resume their training because no TV for you, Dragon Azteca Jr.
But it's Famous B.
Hey, I was watching. Well, you were watching what? A commercial? Like, are you gonna call the number and then beat up Famous B?
You know what? He probably just likes watching infomercials. A lot of people do.
Dragon Azteca loves some infomercials.
I loved me some infomercials when I was younger too. So yeah.
Fair enough. Pentagon Jr. and Puma fought. Solid match. Ended quickly.
Yeah,
DQ.
Very actually. Yeah.
Because you want to save it right.
Yep.
Mill beat them both up. We're probably going to get a triple threat.
Mill dismantled, did away with his sling.
Oh yeah, he stood up and just went, "Bro, Mill is ready."
Yeah.
And then he went down and he beat up Pentagon Jr. and Puma, and we're probably going to get a triple threat. And that's fine.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yep.
King Cuerno saying he's ready for hunt tonight, and he's going to hunt Phoenix, and he's going to beat him.
I should hope so.
And then we get an announcement.
Yes.
3 weeks from last week. So I guess 2 weeks from this week.
2 weeks from now. Yay!
Aztec Warfare is back.
Yep. That's awesome.
And we know what Aztec Warfare is if you were watching last year.
It's overly convoluted, but it's still good.
It's not as convoluted as the TNA Battle Royal.
That's true.
Nothing in the history of wrestling will ever be as convoluted as that match.
Yeah, that's true.
All Aztec Warfare it's a Royal Rumble type situation.
Yeah.
I think you can pin and submit as well, or is it just an elimination?
No, you can pin as well. I don't know about submit, but you can definitely pin. So it's
plus I think there's an over the top angle.
Yeah, there's no over
and
the
then
top
when it's the final two, it's a match.
And then it's definitely a match. Yeah, you can pin and you can over the top. So yeah. And
so we're probably going to get some debuts in this match.
Yeah. I mean, if it's like last year, it's going to be the whole show.
It's going to be the whole show. Yeah, it's going to be the whole
fucking sweet.
It's going to be 60 minutes. It'll be the whole show.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it'll be good.
Yeah.
Look forward to that in a couple weeks. Main event time.
Yep.
Match number 3.
Yes.
For Phoenix and King Cuerno this season. And it was the best one yet.
Yep.
They gave it time.
Yeah.
It was a ladder match.
Yep.
They went all over the building.
They did.
Those ladders look dirty as fuck that they're using.
Really did.
They look like they're riddled with all sorts of hepatitis.
I was thinking somebody's getting, a staph infection or something from this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say this, like, in the only critique I would say of the match is it took a long time for them to get going, because it did seem like, I can't remember which one was doing it, but somebody was setting up ladders.
The mask was setting a ladder.
Yeah, okay. One of them in the mask was setting up ladders, and they set up like a bunch of little gimmicks all over. So it was like it was taking like a good 3 minutes, and then he would set up a couple ladders, then stop and hit the other guy a couple times, then set up a couple more ladders.
At least he would hit the guy.
Yeah, but it was just like, really, that's what you're doing? You're going to take this much time to set up the gimmicks that you could easily set up later? No.
That
aside, it was great. But it was just that weird, there was that awkward, like, couple minutes in between where that's all he was doing was setting up ladders. I'm like, these better pay off, otherwise you're wasting a lot of fucking time.
And they all did.
They did. So, they absolutely did. But again, like, it was very nitpicky. It was the only criticism I would have, is just that it was a weird 2-minute segment of just setting up ladders. It was really off-putting, I will say that.
But, I mean, how many episodes are we in? 5, 6 episodes in?
Something like that,
And King Cuerno and Phoenix have put on 3 stellar matches. 2 of them being gimmick matches.
It's fucking unbelievable. They shouldn't be doing that. It's ridiculous. But
Phoenix won, so now he's the Gift of the Gobs champion again.
Which is good.
So I wouldn't mind if you want to hand it in and make that triple threat a 4-way.
I'd be all for that.
Because Phoenix is the type of character that would do that. Yeah. He would be like, I want to fight fair, but I want to fight... I want to be able to say that I beat everybody for this.
Problem is, you don't have Dario in charge who'd be like, "Fuck yeah, do that shit."
No, Katrina will. No, Katrina will take it. Yeah, because he's just adding himself into a fatal 4-way. It's not like it's.
I guess 1-on-1.
Yeah,
where she's just like, "No, you're gonna put the belt on the line first."
That's what I'm saying.
Asshole.
Like she'll be like, "Fine, you're stupid enough to do that."
Maybe.
All right.
Yeah, you might be right.
Plus, someone needs to hand this thing in because they need to disperse the medals again.
Yeah, that's true.
We need to have another Gift of the Gods match.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you're right.
We got the time-traveling spaceman and all these other people trying to reunite the tribes.
Put my money on Famous B right now. I'm telling you.
It's going to be Dragon Azteca Jr. Or Ray. They might fight. They might both get medallions.
They
and
probably
both be
will.
in the match.
I'm sure they will, yeah.
Which I would be fine with.
Yeah.
Because I need to see Ray.
Yeah, well, you will.
We're only getting Mr. Miyagi right now, and I don't want that.
Again,
I want to see.
It's a teaser. It's like the whole fucking sexy star of it all. We saw her on
how
almost
many
every
matches do
damn
you think
episode.
he's got? Because I don't read
Ray?
spoilers. I don't read spoilers for this. So, how many matches do you honestly think out of this season he's going to be in?
2. I don't think it's going to be much, dude. He's not working much for this.
Because he showed up and taped all this pre-tape stuff.
Yeah.
In like a week.
Yeah. So
and then showed up to one taping that happened over a couple of days, filmed his matches, and then went
2 matches.
Probably during that week he was filming the pre-tape stuff.
Yeah, like I guarantee you he did.
They had him for like a week.
Yeah. He did like 2 matches, maybe one of them's at Ultima Lucha.
Oh, I guarantee you one of them's at it.
Yeah, like I guarantee you he's done like 2 matches.
Minimum, and then maybe 4 max.
Maybe total.
And that's being generous.
Yeah, like I would be shocked if it was 4 in all honesty.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, fuck, he doesn't have to. So... he's not going to.
Fair enough.
But
decent match, decent show. Had a really good main event.
It did.
Like I said, Phoenix and King Cuerno have been killing it.
Yeah, so
far.
Anytime you want to throw that in there, I'm in.
And then like Pentagon Jr. and Puma with Mill is a secondary.
Yeah,
pretty good. That's going to be a really good match.
It is.
Because I'm kind of done with Broken Arm Mill sitting on his throne. I kind of want to see him go in there and destroy dudes now.
Well, I do feel like he's going to sit on his throne for a couple more weeks, and then I think shit's going to hit the fan. Somebody's going to come at him.
Yeah.
And then,
well, these guys. Pentagon Jr. and Puma. Maybe even Phoenix.
Maybe.
Because, you can... Another reason why Phoenix gets into that match is because of the feud he had with Mill last year.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's where it goes, obviously.
So, ROH. 2 episodes. You watched one.
I watched one, yes.
I was able to get hold of the other one. The one you watched. Silas Young and the Beer City Bruiser.
Yeah.
Fought the boys.
They did.
And the boys got some moves.
They do. They got some hops.
They're green as fuck.
Sure. Yeah, they're green, but they got some hops. Basically bookended both sides of the match was with Dalton Castle coming out defending his boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. There wasn't much.